Hello again, whiskey friends. Thanks for joining everybody for another Whiskey Wednesday. And I do apologize in advance. The camera did it again, Kelsey. Oh, okay, there, I'm back. It did it again, Kelsey. Where'd it go?
Okay.
Where am I?
Jeff's camera is freaking out. Welcome back, everybody. Jeff will be working on his camera. It should be back shortly. We wanted to say welcome to everybody into the chat, but also tonight, the links just dropped for Tater Cakes out of Bardstown, which is our single barrel. Get my face out of it. There we go. So that is available for our free tier, as well as our Facebook group. There's his camera back, so I think he's got it. But they should be all dropped. You should be getting emails, whatever else. Go to Sealbox, grab your bottle. This is what we're talking about. So if you aren't aware, this is our newest single barrel out in collaboration with Adam Shelton, Top Dog, Drifting Drams, and Dusty Dan. So all of these people helped us pick this. And I have to say this because I'll forget it if I don't. I went to McDonald's for like the first time in a decade the other day. And the only thing that was going through my mind as I'm trying to order is, where's my tater cakes? Where's my tater cakes? So thank you for putting that into my head. But anyway, welcome back, guys. So
say the thing. We'll play the intro now.
What? Tater cakes?
Let's kick off the show. Unfortunately for me, I feel like this camera is going to do it to me again. So you guys will see me coming in and out. But I think you can still hear me while I'm freaking out in the background. So I'll keep talking.
You're good, man. You're all good.
Well, how you doing, buddy, before we bring on Darrell?
Good. Sipping on some tater cakes. Excited about everybody getting a chance to taste it. And if you guys haven't had a Bardstown bourbon single barrel yet, you're in for a treat. This was a lot of fun. Wow, Jeff's really getting low. My guys on Monday kind of put a hurting on this when I told them it was going to launch. So I'm about halfway through mine, but yeah, that's getting pretty low there, buddy.
I know. I told a friend I was going to save him a pour by Friday, so that'll give me some discipline on this one. I won't kill it, I swear.
There you go. Let's see. What was this one? Oh, there we go.
I pinned the link, everybody, if you're curious. So this is essentially like in between the public phase when we haven't taken off the password yet, but the link is now in your hands. I know most of you are in the Facebook group or the Patreon, but everybody now has it. If they're any tier in the Patreon, even the free tier, and then the Facebook group, everyone's got it. Password is Stay Dusty. And you can share this with family and friends at this point. I'm going to email Sealbox tomorrow and ask them to start taking off the password by end of business there. So the password will be off the site tomorrow, and then, we'll go around Instagram and other places to start posting it. So if you're interested in this drop, get in on it now. As far as I know, we're a little over the halfway mark on selling out this barrel. So I'll keep you posted on bottle count as we go further into it here. But yeah, I think that's my whole spiel. And then you saw the sticker there too. So Dan did order stickers, so it is going to come in this one, unlike the Green River, where the Beetle Dan was sort of unofficial, but I'm going to start sending those to people. This one is going to be on the bottle, and it is a long sticker to go across that back side. So hopefully everything works out there. This barrel is in Sealbox right now. I was getting some questions about that, if this was a pre-sale or not. This is not a pre-sale. They have the bottles in. That's why we have this preview bottle for me to mercilessly destroy.
Yeah, so they will be sending these out as soon as your order's placed, and get everybody's out. If you guys are in a state where Sealbox does not ship to, there is a step-by-step instructions that Jeff has placed on the Patreon group and the Facebook group about how to do that. You can send them your own label. They will, in turn, what you'll do is select pickup. Send them a label with your address on it. It gives you all the dimension, size, and everything there, and they'll send it to your home. So there is a little bit of a workaround for that. So again, Sealbox $89. The link's in the chat there. We're going to start. I'm going to bring Darrell on while I'm waiting, and we're going to say hi to some people. So Top Dog was in here first. Norseman, man, you're failing me, buddy. Man, you're failing me, Jason. What's going on? I guess he's last today. Ed was in here early. Cheers, Ed. Good to see you again, buddy. Randall Erickson is here. Cheers to you. Let's see. Roger Reese, cheers. And Marty Party is in here early. Marty is going to be going live tonight instead of Jason. So right after our stream, you'll hop over and check out Marty. He's going to be doing a live for our Patreons. We're going to do an overtime giveaway for all of our patrons as well. So make sure you stick around if you're a patron as well, and then jump on Marty's stream afterwards. Let's see who else we got in here. JG is here. Top Jimmy is here. Cheers to you guys. Man, everybody's in here early. Same people. Here we go. There's Norseman. Norseman, dude, like you're way down. What's the deal? You must be sleeping or eating, one of the two. He's been back in his routine of trying to work out, so he may still be a little bit drowsy. Sugar Kitty is here. Let's see who else. Richie Z, the legend, is back. Cheers to you, buddy. Let's see. There's Miss Dana. Dana is here.
Hey, Dana.
Drifting Drams. Our buddy Ethan is in the house. Hopefully your tooth's doing okay. You had a root canal today, so.
Oh, geez.
Not the most fun thing to do today. Joe, the sample guy, is here. Cheers to you as well. Peter B, my buddy, with the bug zapper himself. Let's see who else. Trevor. What's up, Trev? Good to see you in here. Henry, cheers, man. Good to see you in here, and we're getting almost caught up. Mark B is in the house. Good to see you. Emily, cheers to you. Good to see you in here. Ernest Peacock, cheers to you. Good to see you in here. Let's see who else. Copper Wolf is here. Cheers to you. Ed, there's a donation for Jeff's camera fund. Thanks so much, Ed. That's awesome.
Thank you, Ed.
Tommy D is in the house. Cheers, Tommy. Good to see you in here. Jason W. Darrell got robbed.
Nah. I got beat, man. It happens.
Now, I will say, behind the scenes, everybody on that, Darrell was texting me, and he was getting like Knob Creek 12-year vibes rather than Jack Daniels 12 years. Like, he was close. He just wasn't quite there, man. It was funny watching him, though, because he knew all the ages all the way across. He just missed the bottom balls.
Yep. I think we're caught up, guys. So, welcome back, Jeff.
Welcome back. What's going on with your camera,
man?
What's the issue?
I don't know. It might be overheating or something. I don't think so. I mean, it's hot out here, I guess. So, thank you, Top Jimmy.
Appreciate you. Yeah, that's odd.
Now, I will say, everybody, just with Ed and Top Jimmy, we'll carry over your super chats into next week. We're not going to do a super chat giveaway, though, just like we don't do typically when we do barrel pick drops. We'd rather you go and support the pick, help keep things flowing that way. But Ed and Toby, thank you so much for the donations here. We'll play that forward next week. So I'll make a note of that. But thank you very much. Too.
So
This
the
is,
plan
she's
tonight,
probably right.
everybody, too much humidity. Could be. It actually could
I'll be glistening tonight.
The plan tonight is we're going to be talking a little bit more about tater cakes. We're going to taste through that, talk through some notes. Some, Jeff's almost all the way down his bottle. I'm halfway through mine. Thank you so much, Mark B.
Cheers, Mark.
And so we're going to talk about if it changes, what it's doing, all those type of things. And then we're going to taste through some samples that Jeff has shared with us, compare some other things to it. So it's going to be kind of a laid back. So if you've got some of these things that we're going to taste here in just a few minutes that are samples, taste with us. We'll tell you what those are as they come up. 35 in chat. So make sure you guys hit the like and subscribe. It helps us out. Jeffrey, what else did I forget?
No, that's the big thing. And then after today, so we're gonna keep this to the tight hour like we typically do. Marty is going live after this. The last time I checked, so somebody in chat, let me know I'm right there. But I'm pretty sure Marty's going live now. If you're in our Patreon, we are doing a overtime for the quarter, so we can do some wheel spins and some giveaways. So check out Patreon for that link, but we'll be starting that overtime at 9:15 Eastern.
If I make it.
I'll be there.
Not
We'll have
feeling
you at Spirit.
We'll try.
Actually feeling pretty decent today. It's a good day today.
Northwest
Not
Bergen. Yes, Marty's going live. All right. Appreciate it,
What's up,
buddy.
Mark? Haven't really seen you in chat. I know it's early for you. It's like work time, 5 o'clock.
All right.
There's Marty Party.
All right, Marty. And then Marty, after we get done with some of our giveaways and everything, I'll come join you as well. My plan is to hang out here for a little bit here tonight and enjoy this nice weather, since I'm just obsessed with being outside and torturing myself.
Yeah.
It is hot as balls here. I'm telling you, it was like 90 something degrees here, and it felt like 103 today. So
Same here. It was like 93, I think, or something like that. I was like, oh my god, crazy.
no, Kelsey's not going to hit the cigar. No, Kelsey's going to be not trying to be in the bathroom. So,
oh man. So what
Well,
you guys
Kelsey-
are drinking tater cakes right now? Is that what you're doing?
Yep. I've got a little tater cakes. I'll pour a little bit more. I was pretty stingy on that pour. But Kelsey, you got to share this now 2 Mondays back to back. I mean, what are you hearing from your group when it comes to the Monday hangouts?
oh, everybody really likes it. I think it's opened up even more since the first time. We had one guy that hadn't tasted it yet on Monday because he works 1 week on, 1 week off. So he's there every other week. Anyway, everybody was really, really digging it. They couldn't get over what we couldn't get over, which is the finish and the nose. Those were 2 things that everybody kind of talked about. The butterscotch / I guess what's the other one that was really prominent, Jeff? Butterscotch and what else?
Katie and Ethan and I were really getting on the honey. Like hardcore on Monday. Like so much like dark honey, like later season honey, where it's got like that dark color to it.
So besides those 2 notes on the nose, everybody was talking about the finish. The palate was really great, easy drinking, very easy to drink, very approachable. Proof point was good, but the finish just stayed around forever. The other thing that we noticed is that it stands up really well and pairs really well with the cigars. So if you're a cigar smoker, it's going to be very pleasant to work with. So
Mic had the wrong mic input. Am I coming in a lot clearer now?
Yeah, you sound good.
Yeah, my camera was picking up the mic.
I
cleared my throat and muted this and realized it wasn't muted anyway. So you guys probably heard me coughing up.
Oh, we're bringing our A game tonight, everybody.
Oh man, it has definitely been technical difficulties tonight. Jeff, what other notes are you getting being outside that maybe you didn't get before? Were you outside Monday?
Yeah, I was outside Monday too. No, it's been rather consistent here. I think the note that I go back and forth on whether I'm getting it or not is an apple that Darrell mentioned. Darrell mentioned citrus and apple whenever he tastes it. And Katie and Ethan and I were searching for it, but we were struggling on Monday. It's not a fruit-forward pour to us. Darrell may differ in his opinion on that one, but it is just all about the syrups, all about the honey, and then that super long finish. The other thing that Ethan was talking about quite a bit on Monday was for something that's 36% rye, I mean, you feel the spice, but you don't necessarily always taste the spice. Like the sweetness is kind of the dominant factor in this one, which is a surprising characteristic for the stats.
JG, I hate you.
JG's been on fire lately. Like JG's like got Chat GPT up, and he's like, come up with a million jokes for me to copy and paste in.
Exactly. Norseman said he's getting raspberry-filled coffee cake with brown sugar crumbles and a caramel drizzle. So very specific.
Ooh.
But I didn't really get raspberry per se. I do get more of the citrus and apple, like a Granny Smith type of apple note, like a tart apple Smith. There goes Jeff again.
Oh, I'm just going to go to the laptop. You guys get the laptop camera now.
All right.
There we go.
So,
yeah, look at that. That's just fun.
But I do get the Granny Smith, like tart apple with some citrus zest, like an orange zest, citrus note for sure. Darrell, what are you getting now?
Dude, it's still the same for me. Like when I say apple, I think it's maybe more on the lines of not like the actual like meat of the apple, the flesh. Like it's more of the skin that has a little bit of like the flesh on it. You know, like you'll bite into that. It's like a slight bitterness that I get on like the skin of an apple when I'm like biting it with not much of the meat. But that citrus is still there. It's like orangey, nice spice. You get a good amount of oak, but it's not as like, I don't get the honey. I don't get it personally. It's more just citrus, spicy, funky oak.
You know what this reminds me of that I just hit me this nut is when you make an old fashioned, the combination of the orange bitters, like the normal bitters, with the sweetness of the sugar. So you get a little bit of that sweetness and that kind of spice that goes along with that bitters is what's coming across to me. And that's what made me think of it. So
it's like the damn Woodford with the orange bitters that they use over there.
Yeah.
Dude, when I get my other bottles in, because obviously I'm not doing anything with this guy. When I get my other bottles in, I'm going to make a cocktail. I'm going to make an old fashioned out of that thing. That's going to be interesting.
I mean, do you get what I'm saying as far as the old fashioned bitters are coming across? Like even the spices that are coming across are those type of spice flavor profiles for me. So,
gosh, if you go down the cocktail route, that's kind of interesting, Kelsey. If you think of the flavors more like a cocktail, like an old fashioned, that actually triggers a whole lot in both my senses, my smell and my taste on this one.
Yeah. So when you guys get your bottles, they should be out really soon. Like I said, this is not a pre-sale, so they should be going out pretty soon after you order them. If you guys want to get in on the Patreon, we do have a free tier. Thanks, Richie Z, for putting this up. Here is the Patreon link for you to join. Cheers, Dunny. Good to see you, buddy.
Hey, Dunny.
But yeah, man, that is crazy. That hit me like a ton of bricks whenever you were saying stuff. I was just like, that's what it is. It reminds me of. So
yeah,
I can definitely see what Ethan is talking about, though, as far as it being darker whenever you compare it with a side by side with a darker whiskey. I think that, like Jeff said, I think it will pair really well with like a cocktail. The other one that I would really like to try this with would be a Manhattan. I think this would go really well in a Manhattan. So, it's kind of a versatile whiskey, to be honest with you. So,
I'll have to bring up that. What'd you say, Darrell?
What are you debating? I just seen you like tapping the bottle, like looking up.
Well, remember, we had an old idea that we got to bring back up again. We got to do it the second half of the year, where we're going to do cocktails with blind pours. So essentially, we send each other samples, but we all make the same cocktail to then see which whiskey made the best cocktail. But we won't know what whiskeys that we're pouring in it.
Yep. Yep. No, I
You just
like
reminded me. You reminded me of that idea. All right. So that's enough tater cakes, everybody. I mean, looks like we took it off. It's over on Sealbox. Search for Tater Cakes. Password is Stay Dusty. And again, feel free to share this with family, friends. This is the time to get it out there before we take that password away and just start blasting it all over Instagram and YouTube posts and stuff like that.
So there's the link. Here's the password. Is it all one word, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Stay Dusty. All lowercase, Stay Dusty.
So there you go, guys. There's the link if you want to go check that out. The password I just put in chat as well. So let's get to tasting some other samples here real fast. Here.
Yeah.
What do you want to start with?
So I sent Kelsey and Darrell just a monster sample box to try to catch them up on a bunch of pours I've been reviewing or got my hands on like the last 3 months. So what we're going to do is continue to go through some of those pours just like we did last week. Now, the 3 pours that we got lined up are the Remus 9-year experimental and then 2 Copper and Cask blends. And if you watched our interview with Steven over there at Copper and Cask, I'm just lucky to be in the circuit of stores that get some of these blends, but apparently he's doing them for a couple different networks of stores when it comes to these private batches. So keep an eye out for those. But we got 2 of them, a double oaked bourbon that's 8 years and a Boo Rye, which no one's allowed to call Boo Rye, but we're going to call it Boo Rye anyway. A Boo Rye that's 7 years. So Kelsey, Darrell, which one would you like to start with?
Let's start with the Remus. I've been wanting to try that. So
all right. Makes sense. That's the lowest proof of them. So it does make sense to go through that way. So I was about to show it up to the other camera. So we got the Remus 9-year experimental. I know a lot of people in our circle have gotten their hands on this. So curious, your thoughts, let us know in the comments. But it's 107 proof. And the unique thing about this one is that it was aged in wine barrels. You can see the name of the barrel maker right there. You know me, I am not even going to attempt it. Okay, I am. Sequin Moreau. Ooh, that sounded pretty good.
Moreau is right.
Sequin?
Is it say? I can't remember in French. I think it's Seguin. 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 I think it's an about. So yeah, Seguin.
Okay.
Seguin.
Seguin. I tried anyway. It's almost a challenge. So
ooh,
I want to taste that one. We'll do that one on its own. I'm curious about your 2's thoughts, but I also, after we're done with this, I want you guys to keep that sticky icky close, and I'll tell you why after we go through this tasting.
I got it. There's my buddy's face.
All right. Hey, he's my buddy too. Man, now I got this picture of us doing like a My Buddy doll sticker, but with Ethan's face on it. My buddy, wherever I go, Ethan's gonna go. My buddy.
I took 1 sip of that Remus, and I think I know I don't know if it's the same similarity you get, but I do taste something that's similar to what I get on that sticky.
The nose and the palate on this are so different to me. Like I was expecting something completely different on the palate than what I got from the nose.
What do you think?
So what were you getting? Can you articulate that a little bit?
Yeah.
So the nose
to me,
and the palate?
on the nose, it was coming across bright and a little bit like a light fruit, almost looked like those sugar-free peach liquid IVs. You know how the flavor has a really like a slight hint of peach to it. It's not like full-on peach flavor. That's what I get off of those on this thing.
Okay.
But when you taste it, it's completely different. You get a lot more spice. It's a little bit darker, but there's a sweetness to the oak, which I'm assuming is the wine barrel, that I really like, that it immediately goes to. And it's pretty viscous. Like the finish stays around for a while for me. At that proof point, which is kind of impressive to me. But that oak of that profile stays on your palate. Like that's the thing that lingers for me.
In a good way or a bad way for you?
Mm-hmm. In a good way. Like I like that. It's kind of like it's like if you took a really charred vanilla oak and it just kind of stays there. It's not tanniny at all or anything like that. It's kind of got that flavor to it. But I was expecting more like fruit forwardness. Number one, it's MGP. Number two, that's kind of the fruit kind of note I was getting on the nose, but it's not like that at all. It's kind of sweet and oaky in a good way.
Yeah, I'm on the same boat, dude. Like, you know how I'm a sucker for like wine finish stuff, and I pick it up immediately. I would not have really thought this was like a wine finish on the nose, and definitely not on the palate. Like, I get that oak that you get on double oak stuff from MGP.
Right? Yeah. It's
like
more like
more
that
tannin.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the oaky tannin part of it. Not so much young oak, like the pencil shaven, but like, yeah, it tastes double. I guess it's double oak, but it doesn't taste like a wine finished.
It's not. No. It's not double oaked. It was aged in those barrels the whole time.
Oh, aged. Okay. That's weird though, because it comes across as a double oak to me. It has the double oak nature on the profile versus something that started in that barrel or spent its life in that barrel.
I can confirm that, but no, it doesn't say finished. It literally says aged in. So, and when I looked it up on the press release, I'm pretty sure the story on this one was it spent its whole life in those wine casks for those 9 years. Now, they probably proofed it down to that 107. It doesn't say anything about being barrel proof. So I think they did proof it down to that 107.
Does it say bourbon though?
Yeah, it's bourbon. As long as it's oak barrels, it doesn't matter. But the cooperage,
but it has to be newly charred oak. It can't be.
It's
like
not
previously held wine, or is it not?
It didn't previously hold wine.
Okay, it's just the type
cask
of barrel
made for wine.
Got it. Okay.
Now, so a couple notes I was getting. First on the nose. Curious on this one if you're getting it, but I was leaning more towards a tobacco with dry berries.
I can see the berry note, but not tobacco.
Not like a tobacco leaf?
Man. No. It's too sweet. I could see maybe pipe tobacco.
Okay.
Like an aromatic vanilla pipe tobacco. I can say that, but like tobacco, no.
Yeah, something on the sweeter side there.
Yeah. I can see pipe tobacco for sure, but not like a tobacco leaf. I will say this is drying out my palate the more I drink it, though.
I was curious on that. That's why I was kind of checking in on you on the.
It's not over. I mean, it's not bad, but the more that I drink it, the drier my mouth is getting.
So $85. Would you get this?
I don't think I would. I enjoy it, but I think I get too much of the double oak part of it, and it's not double oaked. And I'm not too big on double oaked MGP because of whatever note I'm getting.
At that price point, I would pass. I think 60, 55.
Yeah. 60, 65 for me is probably max. Like, it's not bad whiskey. It's just I don't care for that note as much as others do. And that's the only thing that would like sway me the other way. I thought it was a wine finished barrel, so I thought I was going to get, all like the berry stuff that I typically love on like MGP that's finished like that. But yeah, that oak did something to it. It's not bad, just oaky, But it's decent. It's not bad.
The first couple of sips were better than the more that I drank it. It kind of got, like I said, it got that dryingness is going to build up the more you drink this thing.
I agree with that. So that's, I mean, I checked in with you about 3 minutes ago on how you were doing with that oak. Very, very much on purpose because of that.
It's still
Now-
pleasant tasting. Like, don't get me wrong, the oak flavor is not off-putting. It's just, oh, there you go. Yeah,
It's more like
that price. I would definitely pick it up at 60.
Excuse me.
I think that's a fair deal.
Now, the one thing I'll give them credit for, it's a Remus. They didn't come in like the Remus repeal at like 120. Like, I take this over a couple batches of the Remus repeal lately for 100, 120. So at least they didn't overprice it. But the reason I wanted you to pull out the Sticky Icky, though, now just do a little bit of the Sticky Icky side by side. We talked to Nolan just a little bit about this a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I remember where you're going with this one.
Yep. For those that picked up this pick last year, so this is a pick that we did at Backbone. It is essentially a 5-year? I got that right in my head. Is it under 5 years?
4.5.
Yeah, it's 4.5. Holy cow. 4.5-year bourbon. It's 36% rye mash bill, but Nolan put this into new wine casks just like this Remus experimental. So essentially what I'm saying is we kind of picked a 5-year-ish, close to, version of this Remus at cask strength last year. And now Nolan's trying to get us on that sister barrel if it's not already picked by somebody else.
It's very rich. This is more rich on the nose and more dense and a little bit more dark, more concentrated.
The Sticky Icky?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm on the same boat.
I will
like
say
similarities on the nose.
Get that more fruit on this one, way more. You're right.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just way darker, richer. Like, even going back to the Remus now, I don't got much in it, but I'm still getting just that oak presence. And I just prefer like sweeter oak, which this comes across more of like a bitter oak on a nose, if that makes any sense. It's just not like that super sweet oak that, you kind of find with some good age.
Oh, wow.
For me, at least.
Now, the Sticky Icky is just on another level as far as the darkness and richness on the palate. It's just way better. I see similarities of, like, if we were to proof down the Sticky Icky, I'm wondering if that would not get closer to that profile. But I think that, for me, the way that Darrell's describing the oak on the Sticky Icky versus the other one, you do see more of the dramatic side, right? You see the sweeter oak versus a more tannin oak, even though to me, like, the Remus was not very tannin to me. It was there. The oak was there, but it wasn't tannin for me. This is sweet.
Wow. What happened there? Ooh. I put a little bit of water in the Sticky Icky just to proof it down similarly. Oh, wow. The oils came out of the Sticky Icky and they just lit up every corner of my mouth all at once there. That was a crazy finish.
I just put a few drops in this one. I'm going to see what happens.
Ooh, it's still going.
If you guys aren't doing this at home, you should be. Like, when you get a whiskey that's new to you, play with it. See what happens when you add water to it. How many drops are you adding? What does it do?
Oh, man. I can't believe the finish comes I'll have to figure out what amount of water.
Mine got sweeter. I just put 2 drops in. You put quite a bit more water in that than I did, but
well, I gotta take it down from the 130 to 107. Takes a little bit.
I put a good amount of water in.
That does not drink 130 to me. Holy crap!
I still get a lingering spice punch on the palate.
I will say that, yeah, the on the finish now the spice has ramped up.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
right on the side of my tongue. Not so much going across, but it's on the sides.
Oh, I'm getting it everywhere. Someone just lit a firework in my mouth, and that rye just went boom.
That's interesting.
Whew.
Actually, the tannins, the water brings the tannins out more in that to me as well. Than the sticky icky.
Do you,
On the oak
are you
side.
getting more of the similarities then on that note too?
Yeah.
I mean, who knew that we were just a little ahead of the game thanks to Nolan. And once again, when we get to if and when we get back to Backbone, we'll have to see if the sister barrel's still there.
Yep.
Sticky icky 2. Sticky icky part 2. Or it'll be like Naked Gun's about to come out. So it'll be like Sticky Icky 33 1/3, whatever the sequels were.
I do remember that from Naked Gun. That's funny.
Naked Gun 2.5 and Naked Gun 33 1/3.
Yeah.
Have you seen those previews with Liam Nielsen?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Of all people to pick up that mantle, Liam Nielsen. I couldn't have predicted that.
Yeah, he's never really in like roles like that too, which is kind of different for him.
Which I think is why it will be even more funny, to be honest with you, because people aren't expecting it, right?
What's up, Ben?
What's up,
It's so
Ben?
funny how those serious actors are getting into those comedies late stage. You know, De Niro did like the same thing when he was all of a sudden in what was that? What's the moose one? Oh shoot, Rocky and Bullwinkle. Like he started all of a sudden started showing up at Rocky and Bullwinkle and Meet the Parents and all those type of things. All right. Well, let's do Copper and Cask next.
Bourbon
My
first?
gut says do the Boo Rye first.
Boo Rye
Even
first.
based off of what you just said, Darrell, about double oaked MGP just a second ago. So let's do the double mash first. So
It's the double oak rye 6-year, right?
No. Double mash. It
the
says.
double mash.
I didn't pull the right one. Hold on.
Nope, I gave you. I think I gave you 4 of them, Kelsey. So I'll explain it while you pull that on there.
Yeah.
But notice this one is a private batch. We got Steven to talk about these a little bit. So this one is for a group of stores, and Party Source by me in Northern Kentucky just happens to be in this WS. I can't remember what it stands for. It was like Wine Select or something like that was the group of stores. And he said that there were other groups that get these private batches all around the country. So go back to that interview if you're more curious. But this shows off more of Steven's blending skills. This is a blend of straight whiskey. So this is a bourbon and a rye blended together. Age stated at 7 years. It says it on the back here, so I can get more specific. Is a blend of 6 bourbon barrels and 4 rye barrels, each aged 7 years. So the age statement on each one was 7 years. And this one is came out in April of 2025. So this is blend WS07.
Ooh, I like this a lot.
That has an interesting profile on the palate.
I love the nose on this, though. Holy cow.
I don't know how I feel about it yet.
I was excited for you guys to try this one for a couple different reasons, but I'll hold my
I like the rye in that. I love how the rye comes across in this.
Good math, Gary.
So it comes across real sweet, but then the rye hits you, and it's not like overpowering, but it's like a really sweet rye notes that come through that. I love the nose on it, though. The nose is fantastic for me.
Yeah.
It's
I
got
recorded a video on this one, and then I figured out later that I actually deleted it before I ever posted it. So this is going to be the replacement for my deleted recording.
I like this, Roger. When I try to hide my favorite bottles so I don't drink them too fast, my inner Liam Nielsen says, I will find you and I will drink them. I love it.
That one's all right. That one's just okay for me.
Darrell, you're on the fence here. What are you getting on the nose or on the palate?
I'm not big on the rye barrels that have been sourced outside of like the MGP rye barrels from Copper and Cask. I've never found one that like I loved. The bourbon stuff, there's been plenty of bourbons, but I think the rye for me takes over on this, and it's just not the profile of rye that I dig from MGP. I know it's 95.5, but like it just blend it with this, it kind of creates like I don't even know. Like it's decent, but like it's super rye, not super rye forward, but way more rye forward than I would think.
That's why I like it. That's why I like this.
I said the same thing. I said especially on the nose, like rye leaning, but the rye itself is that MGP profile that leans like minty and piney. Mm-hmm. So that's very interesting. And then it gets into like the tropical fruits a little bit for me, but then the bourbon starts hitting too. So it's a very interesting combination, but I would definitely agree with you. Even on the back, I mean, he said it was 6 barrels of bourbon and only 4 rye, but the rye took over.
Yeah.
On the I would say though, I would not like these ryes by themselves.
Yeah, I'm not big on the ryes.
The bourbon really helps it out because it rounds it out, but it also gives it the sweetness that it needs to not be too like. I think the ryes by themselves would be astringent and sharp, whereas this bourbon really helps that along. So,
bro, I'm not being difficult. Just being honest.
Mid palate. Do you guys get like a tropical fruit, like a mango?
I just had mango last week because I made you'll like this. A hot honey shrimp with air fried sweet potatoes, black beans, fresh mango, and a sriracha mayonnaise on top. Dude.
Oh yeah, Kelsey. What the hell?
Delicious. But I don't get mango unless it's like on the finish. Like on the palate, no. I can kind of see that on the finish part of it.
Okay.
But it's more on the finish than the palate part for me.
So how would you describe the fruits? If they aren't going to go in the mango range, where would you go?
Absolutely, it's mango. I'm just saying it's just not. Okay. It's just
where
not
in the process.
It's on the finish part of it. It's not like as you're tasting it.
No, it's more the mid palate to the finish. It's where I start getting that.
I can see that.
So one of the things I thought about with this one, this is why this one made me laugh, but I also loved it. It reminds me very much of the blends that are coming out of Columbus with Whiskey War, because they're blending the MGP bourbon and rye as well, but then they double oak it, right? And you guys, like, that double oak totally strikes you guys wrong. And I'm like, oh, this is the double oak before it gets double oak. Like, we'll have to put them side by side at some point, but that's what that hit me as.
No, I can totally see that. Like, I will say, though, that the best part about this is the mid palate to the finish and the nose. I really enjoy the nose. There's the bourbon notes that come through along with the brightness of the rye really hit me well. I like that a lot.
Man. Oh, shit. All right, Darrell, I feel like I'm totally steering you wrong on today's tasting. We'll see.
No, dude.
See if I can revive you here on the last sample.
Yeah, but it's an 8-year bourbon. It's double oak, but let's
so
see.
That's the right one, right?
It should say double oaked bourbon.
All right, then that's right. 8-year, 116 proof.
Yeah,
that's it.
All right.
So this is another one of those private batches. Now, everyone in chat, like, you've heard us talk about Copper and Cask. They're in Darrell's backyard. He's spoiled with them. I had no idea that I was also spoiled with the Party Source getting some of these private batches in. So if you're in the network of stores that are getting these, like, go and search, keep an eye out on them. But this is another one. So And then this series keeps counting, right? So there's been 8 different private batches that have dropped at Party Source thus far. This one is the double oaked bourbon, finished in new oak, 8 years, and we're coming in at 116 proof. And all of these, by the way, I didn't mention that off the top, $60. So that's the other great thing, of course, when it comes to Copper and Cask and why we love them so much. The prices are always just crazy compared to anything else with these age statements on the shelf.
Yeah. Definitely has that note. Oh man. Yeah, all 4 of these have that singular like double oak note.
This one has a way better approach to it than any of the others that we've tasted tonight, though, Darrell, on the double oak side of it.
Yeah, because it doesn't have, so the first one, that rye takes over, but still gives you a little bit of that oaky oak tannin note. Not like the raw oak pencil shaving, but just like a oaky tannin. This one, it's all over it, but I think the mid and the finish kind of take away from it a bit, so it's not overpowering. Because the finish is kind of crazy for 116. Like it has a really nice mouthfeel, but you get
you get the rye spice on this one though.
The rye spice, but not like,
not
being rye forward.
Right, exactly. Yeah, you get the rye spice, but without the rye forwardness of it.
This one, he doesn't give the proportions like he kind of said the barrel number on the rye and the bourbon, but this was a 19 barrel blend of low rye and high rye MGP. So this is a blend of 21 and 36%. We just don't know the ratio of those barrels. But he also says a minimum of 8 years. So there's probably a couple casks in this that are beyond 8 years old too.
Yeah, he has some 9-year stuff. But I think that's the highest they got right now. It's probably 9 for bourbons, at least.
So if you put your tongue to the roof of your mouth after you taste this, you get all of the rye spice coming through. So taste it, swallow it, put the tongue on the top of your roof of your mouth, and you get what I'm talking about. All the rye spice will come to the front part of your tongue.
Mm-hmm. I got to remember that trick when we're doing blinds. I don't want to do that.
Freaking numbs up my tongue the longer I keep it there like that.
Right. So what you're getting is a sense of how much high rye is in that. I'm going to say it's probably a higher concentration of high rye than low rye, but I think you're getting more of those fruit notes from the lower rye mash bill. Along with Jeff's favorite note. Are you getting your favorite note, your graham cracker note?
Oh, I'm getting the whole s'mores. I'm getting the toasted marshmallow. I'm getting the graham cracker. I'm getting a little bit of chocolate. I'm having a lot of fun in the outdoor heat here as I'm sweating. No,
I will say,
getting a little red.
Steven has a really good palate to blend, and that's what's making these really well. His ability to blend these barrels well. Because even at this, like, you still get the double oaked of it without it being overpowering. Like you were saying, I felt like the Ohio stuff that's the double oaked or the double oaked is way over the top. Like it's way too much. So
no, that one doesn't work, Sugar Kitty. What are you talking about? I don't hear the ocean at all. I'll try again later though. I've had a few pours.
JG.
Even a blind squirrel finds a nut, JG.
Yeah, I couldn't keep my tongue there for 5 seconds after I swallowed. It literally lit my tongue up, and I had to take it off the roof of my mouth because it was too hot.
I mean, we've been doing Matt Madness training for months, and he's like, "Oh, here's this great tip now." Jeez, buddy, come on.
But you do that's something that's like 130 proof. I'm like, what do we get?
Yeah, blow you up entirely.
You know, we gauge by seconds. Hey, you keep it there for 5 seconds, it's about 116 proof. If it's 3 seconds, it's 130.
Yep. You're dead.
That would be a good thermometer.
I do like the differences between the two, though, Jeff. Like the stark differences. I do appreciate that. And I really appreciate the price point on these because you're getting even at 7 and 8 years, you're still getting a richness to the flavors of what you're tasting for the price. So
Yeah, the price is great. I've never seen a bottle over $100. 99 is the most I've seen, and that was their 9-year small batch that they did last year. And what's crazy, that was on their website for 99, but in stores I found them for 89. You know,
you're probably having to cover their costs as far as if they're sending it out.
they
know,
do ship too, but that's what's great about them. Good whiskey, affordable, and some of their really good stuff can kill like some of the really, really expensive stuff out there, man. You know.
Agreed.
I'm turning red, but I blame the camera.
You do get that lingering oak on this one still, though. It's not bitter, but you still get the lingering oak on the finish, even on this one as well. It's not quite as prominent, but it's still there.
Yeah.
So we got to drink some MGP tonight. What's your ranking? What's your favorite?
Sticky
Sticky Icky doesn't count. Sticky Icky doesn't count. Of the new stuff. That's unfair.
Of the new, probably the bourbon we just had.
The double oak?
Yeah.
I'd probably take that, the Remus, then maybe the Copper and Cask double mash with the rye.
No, I think mine would differ in the fact that I like the double mash.
Yeah.
I like that second, and then the third would be the Remus. I like the Remus. I just really, really like the way the rye comes across in the double mash.
Yeah. What about you, Jeff?
I'd go between the double mash and the double oak. But I rank these like kind of close though. Like I haven't put all these into our scoring system, but I think I got the Remus, if I'm remembering correctly, at like an 85, and I had the double mash in an 87. And I'm sure I probably, when I do the double oak, will be somewhere right around that same range. So I had these pretty close, but I think I agree. I think we did them in the right order. I'll put it that way. But I think
agree.
if I go back to a bottle and it's a very tight race, the double mash is winning. So
I think the other thing too is that if we didn't side by side these and just focused on one of them at a time in separate sittings, I think all of them would be more enjoyable to us. I think when you start comparing them in the order that we compared them, obviously you're going to pick up on the differences, but it's also the differences that make them stand out for certain people. So again, that's the fun part about doing this and doing blinds, though. I mean, you really get to see how other whiskeys influence each other and what order you taste them in. Jeffrey with the freaking rum and the
it's always something new, Darrell. No matter what I do, every 6 months, there's always some Jeffrey moment, right?
Yeah. So he's getting on you. Never let you live that one down.
As if they're on purpose.
Well, we've got like 7 minutes left, guys. 6 minutes left till Marty goes on and we go into overtime. Again, if you want to find those pictures again, there we go. Tater Cakes is available. I'm going to go ahead and find the link while you're talking about the pick.
Yeah, it should be pinned there. So everybody, password, stay dusty. Feel free to share it. If you've got any other Discord groups, Facebook groups, we appreciate all the help we can get as we move through these barrels. It's a huge help. But the biggest help is going to be when you start getting your lips on it and the word of mouth there. So similar to the Green River, I kind of expect when this one hits everybody, we'll be talking about it a lot more. And I'm kind of excited about that.
So go get your bottle. If you haven't ordered it, go get it too. It's interesting to me the way that Bardstown, and we can talk about this a little bit. I think Bardstown has done this has opened the distillery in the smartest way that anybody has opened a distillery. Because when they opened, they were making money from day one. They were making whiskey for other people, aging their own stuff, still bringing in money to do whatever. And then they got bought out for millions and billions of dollars, and then got invested capital back into expand it. Like, you look at
then the Rick House exploded.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. There's no other distillery that has had the success they've had doing what they're doing, And
I mean, the other thing too, from being on their tours, was the sheer amount of automation that was involved too. Like, they talk about that if you ever do a tour with Bardstown, like, what they're doing with crews of a dozen people compared to what would take 30 people, 40 people. Like, the engineering feat that they put into that, on top of the marketing plan and the blends and Discovery Series, and slowly building up all those rick houses and contract distilling for everybody. But then, I mean, and then they saw Green River starting to do the same thing, and we're like, we're just going to gobble you up and buy you. And just build up further and further. It is kind of crazy. I mean, I always looked at it as them attacking MGP. Like, they saw what MGP was doing, and they're like, we can do what you can do better. And they just attacked.
Well, I think that's the point, is like, I think that they did it better than MGP, to be honest with you. MGP probably had the volume on them, obviously, but when you look at the sheer profitability numbers, I don't know them, but I'm sure if you're looking at the P&L, they're doing way better than MGP is right now. Yeah. Way better. So
I still love my MGP, but
I do too.
They can't do marketing.
I'll never call it that other R word. It'll always be MGP.
So if you go back to the Remus 9 review, I liked it so much that I was like, fine, I'll call you Ross the Squid this one time. Like, this video, I'll call you that because I appreciate the pour. All right. Well, thank you, everybody who joined us here tonight. And thank you so much. If you've supported the Bardstown pick, I can't wait for you to get that one in your hands. And then coming up here in the next couple of weeks, you'll hear us talking about the Old Dom pick. We've got another pick with Big Vic. I don't know if I'm supposed to talk about that one or not, so I'll just not talk about it yet. But we've got like 3 other picks in the queue in the next 8 weeks. So we'll keep everyone posted on that as those begin to drop. But what that's all leading up to for us, and I think we call it at the Old Dominic, we're going to do a tournament of picks. So the vision that we have is to do a blind flight tournament similar to what we do at the end of the year. But we're going to do it with our picks, and we're going to pull in people that hopefully haven't had any of our picks yet, so we can get completely blind opinions on those things. But we will crown the best pick that's come out in the last year. And similar to as we do with all our other pick tournaments, we'll send out brackets to the Patreon so that you can vote on them and do all that. And we'll have some fun and games with it as well. So keep an eye out for that. And then Kelsey and Darrell, start thinking, because once you get your lips on the Old Dom, I'm going to have you seed all the picks that we've done in the last year, which I think should be 12 picks, if I got my count right. So you're going to have to rank those. We will seed those, and we will organize those accordingly.
I know where I'm leaning. We'll see what happens.
Oh, that's going to be a challenging ranking.
And Barrels for Hope will not be in there, Darrell.
What's that?
I said Barrels for Hope will not be in there.
No, it's okay. I don't need that one in there. As good as it was.
Just our own picks. Yeah. So everybody, head over to Marty. He is going to go live very shortly. If you're in our Patreon, come over to the overtime. We're going to launch in about 15 minutes. We'll also put the link on there. If you want to come on and join with us, hey, come hang out. I'm debating if I'm going to do a cigar or not. I've been kind of in a cigar mood lately. Kelsey's bad influence on me. But we're going to hang out. We're going to do some wheel spins. We're going to have some fun. So thank you for joining today, everybody. and we'll catch you on the next Whiskey Wednesday.
See you guys.
Bye bye.
Cheers, everybody. Finish this.